Most people think finding deer on public land is about luck, but out here it's earned, inch by inch. Every scrape, track, and quiet ridge holds a lesson. It's hard work and it's frustrating, but when you finally connect, there's nothing like it. What's going on, you guys? It's Clay here with Ridge and Arrow Outdoors. Today we are going to be doing some scouting out on some Arkansas public land. I need to find a new spot. I know it's mid-season, but the spot that we had, a lot of deer were coming to it, and then all of a sudden they just stopped, except for the occasional picture at night. So we're going to try and do some quick scouting. I'm going to walk you through kind of what I'm looking for, especially since it's mid-season. I don't want to be out there too much, but at the same time, find where these deer are now, since that other spot's kind of dead. They did some construction across the road, and I think that pushed them back a little bit. So we're going to go through what we're looking for and how we're going to decide what spot to set up on when we go out hunting. Okay, so we have to go pull cameras right here on this point. That's where we were set up to begin with. I think a lot of deer were crossing the road, but with that construction, I think they've stopped. So we're going to push back a little bit, try and find their bedding area. I'm thinking it's somewhere in here, but first we have to go grab those cameras and then push back and see what we can see. So let's get going. So kind of what we're looking for today is really sign. The deer are dropping a lot of scrapes and rubs and stuff, so we're going to be looking for that today. It rained a lot yesterday. I actually got a picture yesterday of a buck cleaning up a scrape that I had a camera on. So we're going to try and find more of that sign. When you're scouting mid-season, I think sign is really the primary thing you need to be looking for, along with food, but whenever that rut starts, that sign's going to be huge. And if you can hunt after a rain, those bucks will really try and clean up those scrapes. So that's a good thing to be hunting on. So that's what we're going to be looking for today. Okay, so this is kind of what we're talking about right here. We've got a good scrape right there, a good low-hanging tree. I've actually got a picture of a deer last night hitting this spot. The only issue is the only pictures I get over here are at night, so we're nowhere close to where they're bedding. So we're going to try and figure that out. Another thing about public land is a lot of people like to hunt close to the road so they don't have to walk too far. So we're going to go a lot deeper. We're going to see what we can find and see if we can find somewhere that maybe people haven't been and they're not rolling these deer up. I actually just saw that somebody put a lean-to stand about 50 yards to the left of where I'm at right now. And that's just kind of public land for you. Anybody can come out here. It's everybody's land, so you got to really do the work to find somewhere where they're not going, because that's probably where the deer are. So let's keep moving. So sometimes on this public land, the Game and Fish, they will set up these kind of food plots that they tend to. So it's a good source of food because you're not allowed to bait out here. So one of the things we're really looking for is some sort of food source for these deer to come to so that we can set up on. I found this food plot way back in the back. A lot of good trees to be able to sit on, and we're going to put a camera here and see what we can see. One of the things I've done wrong a lot of times is I'll hang the camera too high, and it's too high for the deer. The deer aren't as tall as we think they are, so next time start moving your cameras down a little bit, and that should help you get some pictures. So we've got a food plot to the right, and we've got a scrape up by the road, so we're going to set up right in the middle of the two to see if we can catch some deer going back and forth through this path. Alright, so we've got our two cameras put up. We're going to do a little bit more riding around on the e-bike. Then we're going to try and get out of here. We don't want to spook too much, so we're going to be mostly done for the day. Just kind of do some looking around and head back to the truck. It's hard to tell because we've had some bad rain the last couple of days, but that looks like a deer's been scraping under here. So I think we found us a good spot. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for signs, scrapes, rubs, deer trails, and I think we found it. Alright you guys, that's the end of our scouting trip for the day. The whole point of this YouTube channel is just to document what I'm learning while I deer hunt. I don't know everything. I'm never going to claim to know everything, but if you enjoyed this content, if you want to see more of this type of content, and if you want to learn along with me, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.